Hi everybody, Bill Faith here. Thank you for joining me on Superhost Sunday. It is 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. I am here at my number one income producing property. It's called Dragonfly here in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Gonna kind of do a walkthrough with you. Just a couple of things about this property. This is new construction, well, not new construction. We built this from the ground up. We closed, finished in November of really Thanksgiving of 2021. Then as we ran through 2022, this is a $357,000 income producing property. That's gross rental income. It's a 6.4 with a pool. And I'll kind of show you what's different here. I can't flip my camera around, but what I'll do is I'm going to turn this here. So you can see across the street right here, when I go up to the second and third floor, really the main floor and the second floor, you'll see literally these 3 open lots. I guess technically it's 4 open lots. Though this is this house next door, which my friend Bo's, the house over is Sea Haven, which is a property that I co-host. My good friend Bill owns that. Are the only tier 2 properties in all of Gulf Shores that have unencumbered views like this whole opening component. So that's number one. And when I purchased this doing due diligence, I got the best attorney down here and kind of did some research. He grew up here, so he knew everybody. What we found out is those lots are in a living trust for minors of a gentleman that was in his 60s at that time. So I figured I had at least a good 10, 11-year run with all open views across. So once again, this is Dragonfly. We are in the West Beach location of Gulf Shores, Alabama. My guy Hank Davis built this for us, and I'll kind of just walk you through underneath the house. Little life-size Connect 4, outdoor shower. We have 6 bikes that we have. We keep them covered so they don't rust as fast. Weber grill, Adirondack chair. We'll get you back. Sorry, with the commands. And one of the things that we see down here is nobody has shades. Like if I showed you the house next door, they literally have a pop-up tent zip tied to the railing so they can have some shade. So even though this was our number one producing property, we still were upgrading during the winter, which is something that is super important. Hey, say hi, Poppy. Say hi. This is Poppy, our little dog. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I just walked in the front door. So we're actually staying here right now. So you can see the kitchen. Shh, Poppy, we don't allow pets, so they're not supposed to know that you're here. Oversized island, storage underneath, which is really important. One of the things I try to do in all of our properties is have a beverage fridge. So one of the reasons that I love having a beverage fridge is that's usually what takes up the majority of the room in a refrigerator, especially when you sleep 14, 16, 18 people. Most of ours are large. Coffee, everything's stored down here. The other thing that I think is really important when you're doing your touch stay guides, you can see this is a large kitchen. We have, I think it's like 21 different places, excluding the pantry, to be able to store stuff. So what we do is we take a big picture. Shh, hey, be quiet, please. We take a picture of the entire kitchen, put it into Canva, then over to the right-hand side, we take a key. Hey, Poppy, come here. Come outside. Come outside. Come on. Come on. Come on. Can you come get Poppy so she stops barking while I'm on this broadcast, please? Poppy, come here. Go outside. We'll get Poppy outside. And then we draw a key out, and we actually draw a line over, and we label where everything is. So that way the guests know that there's coffee in here. The guests know that up here is their coffee mugs, wine glasses, tall glasses. You can see here we've got plastic cups, all of that stuff. I've already shown them that. And family room, this is something my wife designed everything that we have in here. Couches, the teak as the accents. And one of the things that we love, what do you call this? Is this I forgot what type of fan this is called, but they're super quiet. Seating for 8 here, outdoor has 8 as well, outdoor dining, and then you can see the view from the main level going across the street. Super important for us. Kind of walk you through. This is the game room / 6th bedroom. So we have a pull-out queen-size bed here. Pac-Man, this goes out to the pool. Another deck back here with seating. Another outdoor dining option. You can see the pool with the cabanas, maybe a little bit better here. Actually, this house here next door to us, we just made an offer on to acquire today, so we could add it to this house. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath that would actually give us 9 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms to be able to put a combination together and run it similar to a duplex. A lot of nickel gap, or people would refer to it as shiplap. Nickel gap's a little bit different than shiplap. One of the things I think is really important is you look at here. This is what I love about Hank, who did our construction. We have 1x2s on every high traffic corner, which is something that I would highly recommend. I talked about this when we were out at Dragonfly the other day. As you look at this, is high traffic coming in here. No scratches, no scuffs, no black marks, you know, down 48 inches and below. Wesley, my handyman, takes care of that. And you can see even in here as well, super clean. You notice the colors and how they kind of stay together on the color palette with the primary, secondary, and tertiary colors that my wife has decided to use. All the way from, so if you just look, pillow, accents, wall, rug, throw, cabinet colors, all white towels, everything stays super consistent. Laundry room. This is kind of our go-to. It's either Maytag commercial or Speed Queen. We had a Maytag commercial that we got here locally. It took a shit. Probably could have fixed it, but it was like end of last summer. It was early August. We were still at about $12,000 a week. Could not afford to wait, so I had to order a Speed Queen to come in and replace. I actually like Speed Queens. They're kind of basic, but they're fast, have great economy cycles, and also last. They have less stuff that goes in and breaks. So stairwell, once again, you see how clean the walls are coming up. And then, let's see, I'll go over here. This is where my oldest daughter is staying. King size bed. That was also king size downstairs. So we have 4 king size beds with 3 en suites. Once again, same coloring, everything inside of this. Goes out to the deck. Then this is the master suite. This is where Bree and I are staying. Similar color palettes. One of the things that my wife does a lot of and that I really like is you see the artwork. It's all big. If you notice, all of our artwork and all of our properties are big. We don't put a lot of small things on the walls because that actually brings the room in and makes it feel quite a bit smaller. Out here, Adirondack chairs. Always nice to be able to just step out early in the morning, check out the beach. Wish the power lines weren't there. But kind of nice to see the water in a beautiful place for sunset as well. Lock that. Turn that around. TVs in every bedroom. Same color palette in here. And same in the shower, dual heads. All glass. If you have any questions, let me know. Happy to show you. So this house did $357,000 last year. That was in 2022. Our first guests, I guess officially, were it was probably a couples retreat I did with my mastermind, December 9th, 10th, 11th of 2021. This is created for my oldest daughter who loves reading. This is just a little reading nook it was kind of wasted space, and they used it as a closet. We didn't need any more storage, so we kind of just blew it out. And my kids love jellyfish, so my wife kind of put that mural up, wallpaper, whatever you want to call it. And so she comes and sits down and reads. This is where my youngest daughter and her friend are staying this weekend. This is our bunk room. Once again, big artwork, colors match, big television, built-in bunks, full-size beds. This room sleeps 6. If you wanted to, really 4. And then very similar to the downstairs bedroom that I showed you. A little bit different, darker palette in here. Once again, big artwork. Almost all of this stuff, just so you guys know, almost all this artwork my wife purchased at Home Goods. So these are not like $1,000 pieces of artwork. She finds them at Home Goods all the time. So if you notice the bottled water, some things that we do at all of our properties, bottled water, we always leave for our guests. Make sure that you have USB, USB-C chargers ready for them as well. I know we forget ours all the time, just a small little amenity. Once again, bathroom, fully tiled, same color palette in here. This one has a tub. It's the only one with a tub. Every house needs to have a tub just for kids. You can see I talk a lot about toothbrushes, tampons, that type of stuff. We have all that stuff ready for them as well as they come in. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Looks like somebody has asked about our welcome gift. I can show you that down here. Ecobee thermostats everywhere, not a Nest guy. They're too hard to use. Let me get the dog leashes out of the way. So we have branded cups, branded sunglasses, branded koozies, nice branded bag, more koozies, there's more cups and snacks. So everything is kind of tied together from the branding standpoint. That is our welcome gift. You can see just spice racks, all that type of stuff if you want to see in the cupboards. We have 3 of each, plenty of dinnerware. And that 3 is based off of maximum occupancy. This is the plasticware. This is for outside. We get pretty linear with that in our TouchStay app. Strainers, mixing bowls. You can see there's a lot of space in here. Extra spices, spice rack. You can see this here. This is something that's really cool. These are our, if you like to geek out on this type of stuff, just a really nice organizer for Ziploc bags, Reynolds wrap, first aid kit, matches, plenty of room. That's what I love about having a big kitchen. What else we got down here? Crock pot and just more stuff. These are some of the things that we make sure stay brand new, just FYI, your cake sheets, your pizza pans, all that type of stuff. As soon as they start to get weathered, then we're going to go ahead and get rid of them. Same thing down here because of the salt air at the beach with like our bikes. I buy like $129 Huffy bikes from Walmart, and we switch those out 3 times a year. Even though we cover them, they still get, rusted super, super quickly. So that's really important to keep everything. If you look at, really just kind of look all around, this house is, been through 18 months, essentially. And an average of, I think probably an average of 12 guests per stay on average. It's crazy to me that we're able to keep it in this good of condition. But kind of like I talked about yesterday when I was out at Little Dragonfly, this is Big Dragonfly, keeping a property in tip-top condition, keeping it fully loaded, and understand that. Using the words fully loaded in your listing to where I can show them that I've got a fire pit, I've got the bikes, I've got, the kitchen is fully loaded with everything that they need, that I give them toothbrushes, extra toothpaste, tampons, plenty of towels, linens, just showcase all of that stuff. Because all of these small things that we may take for granted, what Chris kind of keeps me in check all the time when he says, it's the curse of knowledge. You know this stuff, Bill, but other people don't. And that's what we need to understand when we're putting our listings together, when we're doing, social media, when we're sending out an email, when we're doing these things. People assume the worst. And if they've had a negative experience, or a friend has had a negative experience with a short-term rental, an Airbnb, a Vrbo, then they're going to make assumptions that that same stuff can happen to them when they stay with us. So it's our job to make sure that all these small things that we have in place, we're communicating with them. And if we communicate them with them, that's going to build trust. That's going to build, authority with them. That's how we get them to end up booking. Then by having all of this stuff here and in great condition, along with great hospitality, great messaging, great communication, is going to make it much easier for you to bring them back to have direct bookings. So hopefully this will help you. One thing I will share with you, if you didn't see my post this morning, we were down about 22% year to date. We did $357,000 in revenue on this property. If you were at the SDR Wealth Conference the very first year, I did a presentation and showed the numbers. What's interesting is that view across the street, the design, the furnishings, the marketing, the exact same house, exact same builder. Actually, the house we walked through when we met with Hank Davis, the builder, and we become very good friends with us. He actually sat with us at that dining table and had Thanksgiving dinner with us last year. Same house, same road, pool, everything. Just different quality, different standards of hosting, design, and marketing. 357, 180, I think it was 188, somewhere between 180 to 190, almost double, not quite, almost double in revenue. That's mind-blowing. It's not just about market. It's not just about sub-market. It's not just about property. It is about investing in the property, but it's how you package everything together to take a regular property and turn it into a super property. If you can do that, if you get that, that's how you can increase and outperform 90th percentiles of Air DNA. That is exactly what Avery Carl and myself are going to be teaching on August 12th and 13th at the only boot camp I'm going to be holding all year. So if you do want to come and learn exactly how I do this, how she does this, then join us in Nashville, August 12th and 13th. Thanks for joining me on Superhost Sunday, everybody. Have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing you next week.